Hello again everyone and welcome back to The Witcher 3. We're back here in Velen and we need to look for old Johnny over here.
Fresh footprints. Johnny ran through here, fleeing something.
He ran away from something. Okay, let's follow Johnny's trail because we need him to find this to find out what this curse on Anna is. Uh-oh. What if the crones have found Johnny? Are the crones aware of Johnny's existence? I mean, oh, there he is.
Johnny, wake up.
What? Who? Oh, Witcher! You frightened me. Thought it were those vile hags.
Killed a few near your den.
The crones sent them to punish me.
Crones want to punish you, why?
Get on the crone's bad side?
I told them off. They don't like it when you tell them off.
You told them
Why'd
off.
you do it?
Wanted to help Gran. She's always been good to the children. It would have been the doldrums out here without him. She'd have died of boredom. Begged the crones not to hurt Gran, but they were angry she'd let the children escape.
Any idea what happened to Anna?
So you saw what happened to Gran?
By happenstance, Gran mixed some poppy seed and ash. Went by to help her sort it out. Mother Nature gave me small hands, see? So I can do it easy like. Working away we was, separating seeds from dust. Out of nowhere, Gran cried out. The mark on her hand started glowing. She yelled at me to hide. I crawled into a chest. Barely had time to blink before the crones totted in. The weavess snipped a lock of Gran's hair. Called it punishment for letting the children escape. Then the hags opened the door in the floor. Went down, down, down. Shame it weren't all the way to hell.
That would have been preferable. So the door beneath the main portrait in the house, well, we know there's some horrible things down there. I mean, it wasn't exactly well hidden though. What's beyond the door?
Take a look under the door.
I look like a fool to you?
No. You do look like the inquisitive type, though.
My inquisitiveness ends where folly begins.
Fair enough. Why'd the Weavers need Gran's hair?
Why'd the weavess need Gran's hair? Any idea?
The crones take folks' ears to hear all. Hair gives them power over folks' lives. There are times they weave the hair into odd strings. Other times they take it downstairs.
What happened next?
Stay in the chest until the crones left?
Wanted to. Sit tight and quiet, said to myself. Not peep out your beat till they go. But then Gran fell to the floor. Started screaming and tearing her hair out. Didn't know what to do. So I leapt out of the chest. Thought herbs might help her. The ones she cured the children's aches with. But Gran was no longer herself. She was a beast.
So, you give her the herbs?
Couldn't manage it. The crones came back. I dropped to my knees and begged them to spare Gran. Bruce piped up first. Naughty boy! Oh, naughty! Shouldn't say no when the sisters want to hear yes. Then the Wispeth says, run, boy, run before your legs rot off. They all laughed and I legged it.
What now?
You escaped. Consider yourself lucky.
I do, but I've not lost the ladies for long. If I'm to live, I must hide. And I can forget my cozy home. It's the first place they'll look if they set out to nab me.
Try deeper in the swamp, maybe?
I suppose I must. And what will you do?
I'm going back. Gotta see Anna. Yeah, exactly.
There's
Gotta try and
something in
help
that
her.
cellar. The key to finding out what happened to Gran, I think.
Will you help her?
Of course I will.
Provided it's not too late. Thanks, Johnny. And good luck to you.
Likewise. And if you happen on any water hags, give them a nice fat walloping on my behalf. Farewell, Witcher.
Oh, I like Johnny. I hope he stays safe. Hopefully, if we actually can find out what happened to Anna and properly heal her curse, potentially we can maybe take... I mean, the ideal situation is taking the crones out for good. And then we can keep everyone, including Johnny, safe, but Might not be as easy as that. Okay, let's go. I hope nothing's happened to everyone here while I've been gone. Everyone seems okay, yeah, it's pretty much normal. Right, let's tell everyone what happened. I mean, she's not aggressive at least, but...
Did you learn anything?
Just as I thought. The crones probably cursed your mother, took a lock of her hair, then disappeared down the stairs. Cellar into the house. Cellar doors hidden.
In that case, we've no time to lose. Come.
Going alone. Ooh, now this is an interesting choice. Having other people with me could cause a conflict of interest. I'm going alone.
I work alone.
This matter concerns us all.
We don't know what's in there. Your men will make a lot of noise. More than I'll make alone.
I am the Church of Eternal Fire's agent in these lands. It is my duty to go with you.
Fine. Just you then. The rest stay here with Anna. Let me go in first. Give you a shout if I find anything interesting.
So be it. Let's begin.
Okay then, me and Graydon over here. I guess that keeps it somewhat simple. So we're not having a massive crowd of us going down there and knocking everything over and causing all sorts of problems. Right, well, we know where the door is. I mean, we opened it a long time ago, so it's just here.
Brought in.
Yep, there we go.
By the Eternal Fire. I've never seen so many before.
Looks unsavory. What is all this?
The trappings of a black magic ritual. Witches weave human hair through dolls they first curse. They gain a grasp on individual souls this way.
Think one of the dolls represents Anna? Can we free her if we find it?
It's the only way I know of. But there are risks involved. The items woven into the dolls, see them? They symbolize the individuals the dolls are meant to represent.
Ah.
We must find the doll that is Anna and take it from here.
How do you know all this?
Seem to know a lot about this.
From tomes on black magic. Initially, we burned any that we found. Recently, we decided it might be wise to read them first.
Poisoning your minds with magic? Superstition. What's the hierarch think of that?
Have you met the man?
No.
Neither have I.
Ha! Fair enough. Mentioned a risk.
This risk you mentioned. Take it we only get one shot at choosing the right doll.
I'll not chance it. I did not know Anna. You've learned much of her. Should find it easier to choose.
All right. Let's take a look at
Oh,
these
this is gonna be tricky. We need to get this right. Desperately. Red bead, bird feathers, violet hollyhock bloom, or a human ear. Let's check the one with the bird feathers.
Bird feathers woven into this one. If I had to bet on it, I'd say this doll represented Philippa.
Philippa Eilhart.
If that's true, then...
Relax. First name that came to mind, that's all. Philippa's way too clever for the
I was gonna
crones to
say, there would
ensnare her
no
into a
way that
trap.
Philippa would fall
Besides,
for
we're
the
not here
crones,
for
surely.
Philippa. We're here to save Anna, and I can't think of any link between her and bird feathers.
No.
That might seem obvious. But what if it's a ruse, and this doll, in fact, symbolizes Anna?
Let's look at the others.
Crones would have no reason to employ trickery here.
That's
Should look at
true.
the others.
Because, as far as they know, nobody else knows that this room exists. Right, let's look at the one with the red bead.
Red bead attached to this one. Anna wears a string of those around her neck.
As do half the women from Novigrad to Vengerberg. This cannot be the one.
Other dolls are worth a look.
All right. I'll look at the others.
We're gonna check them all before we make a decision. Violet hollyhock bloom.
This is interesting.
A doll with a flower. What's so interesting in that?
Not just any flower. A violet hollyhock. Baron once told me it was Anna's favorite flower.
Ah,
You believe this to be the doll?
that's very interesting, actually. The fact that we know that could be very useful.
Might very well be, but I can't be sure. Should look at the others.
What about the human ear?
Human ear attached to this one.
Belonged to one of the peasants, doubtless. Anna still has both her ears.
Let's look at the others.
Well, yeah, the human ear one we know was probably the one that I would wager it's the one that cut his ear off with the dagger, right? Well, oh no, that ear was probably attached to the I think it was the Weaver's, her necklace. Not really a necklace, but I can't even remember if it was the Weaver's. One of the crones, with the one who had all the ears around her. I think it's the Violet Hollyhock Bloom. I think that's the most specific one, because there's no real attachment to anyone, to any of the bird feathers or the human ear. The red bead is too general. It could be Anna, but it's very general. The hollyhock bloom is very specific. I mean, it's a flower. It could be a few people's favorite flower, but the fact that they have control over her, I think.
Doll with a flower. What's so interesting?
Not just any flower. A violet hollyhock. Baron once told me.
You believe?
Thing is, we can back up and go back up to the Baron or Tamara to see if she has any other connections to any of the other things in this room. So I am going to take a punt, and I'm going to say that the doll with the violet hollyhock bloom is the one that represents Anna. It's the only one that has any sort of specific connection to me.
Taking it.
I really hope that we've not made a horrible decision here. Oh my god, it was the right one. Oh,
You're going to
thank
die.
God.
Tammy, I'm dying.
She's not well. Raving. Doesn't rightly know what's happening. You're weak yet. You must rest.
No, listen to me. The crones. I was to be their beast to the end, forever. You broke their spell, but now I must go.
Go? Go where?
What's she talking about, Witcher?
What? Did the crones trick us?
The crones deceived us. Their curse is a death sentence. No
Oh
way to lift
no,
it, at least
it's
not
even
in a
worse
way
than
that
what we
would let Anna
thought.
live. We broke their spell temporarily, partly. Now it's got to run its course.
What? What does that mean?
She's dying.
Oh no.
It's good to see you together.
I'm sorry, Annie. For everything. I'm sorry.
Mother.
Tammy, do you remember that day on the inner?
Of course. Those plums are so sweet. In your dress so blue. You wove me a wreath of flowers. We laughed the day away.
Please, remember me like that.
No!
I thank you. They had a chance to say goodbye. It was your doing.
Shame I couldn't do more.
Oh, Anna.
Come, child. The eternal fire will soothe your pain.
Leave me be. Your pay will await you at Crow Perch. Collect it there.
Oh, I'm actually shedding a tear or two over that. That was actually really sad.
I know. Which makes it no easier to bear.
The pain will pass in time.
I'd like to believe that. I would.
You may have a moment with her. Then we must bury her. Return to the...
Very well. Leave me alone!
Sorry, Tamara.
You must give her a moment. Witcher, gather her wits. Once she has come,
Oh,
return to her.
Yes, sir.
wow.
Maybe not. Maybe go fuck yourself.
I'm sorry. Fucking hell, man.
Witcher.
Oh, that is... Oh. Geralt snapped the evil spell afflicting Anna, restoring her true form, yet the crones had included one last nasty pinch of vengeance in their vile brew that caused Anna to die as soon as she regained her freedom. Anna's loved ones had a time only for a brief farewell before she parted. Honest to God. Honest to God. It was the Whispers who had the ears, yeah, I remember now. Tamara. Tamara and her escort of witch hunters made it to the swamp clearing, and there, to her great astonishment, was her father, who had also set out to free Anna. This family reunion was not, however, to be a moment of celebration, though Anna regained human form and a sound mind for a brief moment. She had only enough strength to bid farewell to her loved ones before passing on. I mean, she at least said that she was happy to see her husband and the daughter together again after everything that had happened. So, despite the combined efforts of the Baron, his men, Geralt and Tamara, who had come for her mother with an escort of witch hunters in tow, Anna could not be saved. The Crones had outwitted them all. They had crafted the curse so that lifting it would lead to Anna's death. The Baron was completely shattered by this turn of events. Turning his back on them all, he trekked back to Crow Perch alone. Oh, poor Anna. And now you can just imagine the Baron is just going to be overwhelmed with just sheer guilt. Because he'll know that if he didn't act the way he did, then Anna might not have left, and she might not have turned to the Crones to have the child abandoned, and what a sad outcome. Yeah, Anna's curse was lifted, but she died soon afterwards, for the Crones had constructed it to leave death as his parting gift. Following her mother's death, Tamara returned to Oxenfurt, her spirits crushed. The Baron, in no less foul of a mood, went back to Crow's Perch. Geralt watched him walk away, wondering if he would ever see the man again. Well, that's a very good question, and we're probably going to find that out, because we're going to go straight back to Crow's Perch now and see if we can find the Baron. I hope he's still there. I hope he can somehow move on from this, and I would love to see him and Tamara reconcile their differences, but whether that will happen or not after such incredible amounts of trauma is... yeah. It's a big ask, isn't it? It's a very big ask. But we can only hope. We can only hope. Because I do wonder if, potentially, if we had simply assisted the Crones in killing the forest spirit rather than freeing it, then the orphans wouldn't have escaped and Anna wouldn't have been punished. So, that would have... yeah, we could have maybe saved them, but then again, that would potentially condemn the orphans to being well, yeah, just being food for the crones, basically. They would have been in the end, wouldn't they? So yeah, I mean, we can't exactly look back and say that saving the orphans was a bad move, because those poor kids did nothing wrong. All they did was be caught up in a war, and unfortunately had their parents killed. Very, very sad though. I thought that we'd had a happy ending. Genuinely thought that we'd had a happy ending. But no, it was not to be. Unfortunately, I was a little bit too optimistic that everything was going to turn out okay. But we'll speak to the Baron now and see if see what kind of state he's in. I mean, again, assuming he did get back to Crow's Perch, because there's no there's no guarantee of that. I mean, because like I said, he's going to be absolutely wrecked. Let's just keep our fingers crossed for him. Let's quickly speak to the armorer and sell those boots pretty easily. Right, what else do we have? Yeah, nothing that we can use, unfortunately, right now. No, we could make that, but it's barely a point. Sidarian. No. We just got so many items at this point. You know, it's actually tough to it's tough to balance out cost and effectiveness. You know. Yeah, for now, I think I'm just gonna leave it.
So long.
Right, as I was. All right, Baron, are you here? Oh no! Oh God, no!
What the hell happened?
Hanged himself. Plain enough to see.
Was he drunk?
Was he drunk?
Yeah. Always knew the hooch would be his end.
If I'm to choose between a greater and lesser evil, I'd rather not choose at all. Usually, though, the stakes are just too damn high. Sometimes in choosing a greater evil, you do good, albeit in a small way. When I chose to save the orphans of the swamp, I couldn't know Anna would die, and I never thought the Baron would leave his wife where she lay, find a rope and hang himself. Most times, you make your choice and never look back.
Lost everything he cared for. No surprise he lost the will to live.
Don't look too concerned, you and your boys.
What would you have us do? Sit and wail? Baron was a good soldier, but settling in here at Crow's Perch, it made him soft. We'll introduce a new order. Things will be different now.
I imagine they will.
Oh.
This ain't no toothless old wench. Young and supple, grey down to a shapely arse.
Oh, the doll's there as well. Oh God, I am actually quite tore up by that, I'm not gonna lie. In the end, Geralt decided he would look in the Baron. When he reached Crow's Perch, he inquired after the man, but was saddened to learn he was dead. The Lord of Ballad had hanged himself, ending his reign and his sorrow. Not long afterwards, Geralt had learned that Philip Strenger, the one-time terror of all of Velen, had hanged himself out of grief and despair, desolated by the loss of all that he loved in his lifetime. I'd hoped that him and Tamara would have at least been made up. The fact that Anna said that she was so happy to see them together as well, I thought they would have used that as a bridge, but obviously not. Do we have any more updates on Tamara, actually? I forgot to actually check that, I think. Oh no, we didn't. Well, we saved the orphans. We saved the orphans and the crones in the end. If we'd have let the orphans just come to their fate, perhaps Philip and Anna and Tamara would have reconciled, but there would have still been a hell of a lot of guilt. Well, we shall move on, and we shall head on another quest. So sad, so sad, honestly. Right, well, thank you very much for watching, everyone. I hope you all have enjoyed. If you have, then please do like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I shall catch you all in the next episode of The Witcher 3. Have a wonderful day, guys. Bye bye.